Fight your fears and survive. This is day 2 of recording for my second video. Next goal is to get the weed killer. Got 2 zombies out here. So this door, it'll break after you use it twice from this side of it. This is going to be my first use. Doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart, go through anyway. See now, I believe after you get the armor key or you get the imitation key off the dog, if you return over to this area to either get the shotgun or get the weed killer, if you walk by these windows, they break. So it's a good idea to do this stuff before you get involved with the armor key. And hopefully you never come back here again. Chemical to use on plants. That's such a shitty name for it. It's like there's no hint of what it's supposed to do at all by the name of it. Even after, okay, let me examine it. Chemical to use on plants. A chemical agent to destroy plant growth. Earth Basher. Wait, can we get a little closer on this? What's that, like Russian? For flower and grasses, Earth Basher. Look kind of Russian to me. Plenty of kerosene left. About half remains. If I get desperate for kerosene, that's going to be the last place I go. Okay, the next time I use the doorknob on the other side to come back, it's going to be when I have the armor key, and I'm going to do this puzzle that's around here. Let's light these guys up. It's not going to spread to the other one. They're too far apart. Put a lot of these items away. I ought to mix these. Got caught up reading the weed killer. Bother combining those. Handgun ammo. I do have some, as you can see. I don't have any shotgun shells. The ammo situation right now isn't good, but I promise it'll get better soon. I've already killed a lot of zombies. I'm gonna burn some other ones so I don't have to deal with Crimson Heads later. Around the time you get the Imitation Key, that's when the Crimson Heads start coming. I may never kill that guy. Just let him be. Where am I going? Oh wait, I ought to go this way. Yeah, I don't want to go through the macabre hallway. Sneak by him here. Use the old key there. Chest is very, very empty. Might be 6 items in there, but it just looks empty. See, since I'm playing on normal and not hard, I'm gonna end up getting enough bullets to kill everything pretty much, especially if I burn the zombies with the kerosene that I'm given. So, but it's just a matter of when you kill them and when you burn them, and stuff like that. That's what you really need to conserve. Conserve, strategize. Now, just for reference, let me get a file out. I think it's the crumpled memo. I read this earlier. Pretty much the note is telling me, oh, let me get out of here. If I blow the whistle here, it'll bring a dog that has a special item. Jeez. I have trouble with dogs in this game. You blew the dog whistle. These things are pains in the ass. These things, these things, they're pains in the ass. Yes. See, they don't do that much damage if they just bite your hand. They do a lot of damage if they actually jump onto you. And one of them did, but I had a defense dagger, which helped out a lot. And if I had gotten hurt, check this out. There are green herbs growing here, but there's only enough for a few uses. Use them. No, because I'm on fine. I still have enough health to be considered fine, so whatever. Each time I got hit, maybe it took 5 or 10%. I still have like 70-something%, so it still says fine. I'm okay with that. Let me examine the collar. Coin was hidden inside. Changed into the shape of a key. Now it's important that I do this. That unlocked a second floor room. That unlocked a door on the second floor in the main hallway. And now it's giving me an option to discard the dog whistle, and I will because there's no use of it. Unless I wanted to collect everything in the chest. Don't want to do that. Well, you come down there and you hear the zombie moaning, and it's just like, it's above you, but it sounds like a lot closer. May not be burning any zombies. I'm gonna be going for the armor key now. I should be good with this. There are 2 or 3 instances, 3 with Chris, where you have these Indiana Jones situations where you need to replace an item with another item that's similar in size and shape to the other one. And if you don't do it, either can't complete what you need to do or you die. This is going to be a situation where if you don't do it, you die. Now I could take the macabre hallway to get to where I'm going, but I'd have to get past 2 zombies, and I don't want to deal with that. I'd be walking by the zombies where that blue arrowhead was. Macabre hallway, the mirror hallway. It's used in a couple other hallways, but that's the initial one that I would call the macabre one. So I'm pretty much retracing my steps of how the game started. It's my route. It's another thing. We're getting to the point where I could get this. Yeah, let's get it. Or not, no. No. By the time I get this, and I need this, I should get the gem. By then it would be time to do that. I could pick up herbs. That'd be something if the herbs disappeared after a while, because there's a part where you leave the mansion and then you come back later and the mansion's a bit different. I'd like to think they wouldn't do that, but at this point I'll pick up these. I'm looking to get the armor key. I think there's another green herb in here. Or two? No, just one. And him. Just to show on the map where I am. 3rd floor. Let's not take that. Let me read that again. May whoever takes this emblem find peace in death. Let's look around here. There's an inscription on the shield. Death is everything. Okay, helmet key. Helmet key's the last key you get. There's an inscription on the shield. Death is the true essence of bliss. Well, it's the last key that opens multiple doors. It's the last key of the armor and weapons class of keys they use in the mansion. There's other keys. There's like frickin' security card keys and some emblem key that you use on only one door. So that thing would just come and crush me. But I'm going to put the imitation key in its place. Walls just closed in on you and you would have been screwed. There's an engraving of armor. I got the armor key. Now, is there going to be a crimson head in my face? Answer is no. If I turn the corner there, he'd be camping on the other side of that corner. Something about crimson heads, strategy on how to evade them or kill them, it could help, is that they attack on only one side of their body. Maybe it's either their right or their left. They slash on only one side of their body. So if you run towards the shoulder of the other part of their body, they won't slash. Oh, they'll slash and they'll miss. Then with the auto aim, you could like do like a 360 move. Okay, this is the piano room. I have no use in the piano room right now. I just opened it. Armor key probably opens more doors than any other key. Talking 5 or 6. Maybe 7. It's more than the sword. Now, if you're playing on easier difficulties, there's more reason to come out here because there's a handgun clip. I believe if you're playing with Jill, this is where you get the grenade launcher, but Chris doesn't get that. I think you pick up a grenade launcher next to Forrest here. It's Forrest from Bravo team. There are deep wounds all over his body. What could have torn him up like this? Forrest has given up the Forrest has given up the ghost. It looks like he's been dead for a while. That's a good expression. He gave up the ghost. So I came out here just to see this. And if I go down here and I turn the corner up ahead, there's some herbs, but then this guy's going to come alive, and he moves pretty quickly. He moves about as fast as a Crimson Head. He's not a slow walker. He's pretty tough. I'd end up using that dagger on him. I just don't want to even bother, so I'll just let him be. Less reason to come out here with Chris, but I came out just to see him. Plus I wanted to use the key on the door, because if you don't use it on every door, it's just going to stay in your inventory for good. Unless you put it in the box. Some would say that's still being in your inventory. Now this hallway, I'd call this the armor hallway. Use the armor key. The reason I'd call it the armor hallway is because of the puzzle behind these double green doors. Shiny metal. So, looks like you got a puzzle here. And honestly, I can't understand if these pictures, if they tell you a code, or if this is somehow, you're somehow able to decrypt the code of this puzzle by looking at these things. As far as I know, this is pure trial and error. You figure it out eventually. But, okay, so do this one. None of them move. So that's good. Then you do this one. None of them move. Then when you do the shield one, makes the sword one go in. So in any order, if you hit the shield one, it would make that one go in. Good to know. Good to know when you were trying to solve this the first time. There's something in this depression, but the grate is in the way and you can't reach it. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. See, now, if you didn't complete the puzzle in one of the statues, I mean suits of armor wasn't pushed in, poisonous gas would leak into this room and you would die. Okay, even if just one of them was exposed, you would die. mysterious box, jewelry box. Alright, this puzzle, pretty simple, and you'll see why. There's a design of the sun and the moon. On the plate it says, "Sunshine will awaken within me." See, I don't like puzzles that are pure trial and error, and there's no reasoning really with the puzzle, with how to solve it. It's not really a riddle or something like that. I'd prefer a good riddle to just random trial and error. But with this one, it says, "Sunshine will awaken me." Well, if you look at this picture, you have a crescent moon, and there's two symbols for that, and then there's more of a heart-shaped symbol for the sun. Two pieces that make up like a heart. So you got like those, I forgot, are those called rhombuses? They're kind of like slanted triangles, slanted rectangles. So those symbols, like that and that, those would be for the moon, but I want the sun, which would be this. And after I hit it, oh, one of the symbols on the sun lit up. And I hit the other one. There you go. There was a mask inside. It's a death mask without eyes, nose, or mouth. Rebecca.
You.
Crest.
Redfield, Alpha Team. We're here to rescue you. Richard, what the hell happened to you? Chris, this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
Don't talk. He seems to have been bitten by a poisonous snake, but the size of the bite mark is huge.
It's not just any ordinary snake. Take my word for it.
He needs serum. I left it in another room.
I'll go get it.
Please hurry.
Hold on. I'll be back.
So I switched Chris's original costume to the BSAA one, and then Rebecca is dressed like an Indian. Okay, so now it's telling me where to get the serum. It's in the save room and chest room on the west side of the mansion. Now I just need to make a beeline over there. I can't stand to be distracted by things. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't think it's real time, but I believe if you get caught up doing other things, if you open too many doors and just take too many steps, maybe it won't work. Hello. Should I go? Yeah, let's go for it. Hello. Yeah. Kind of did this lean in lunge at me. Stepped into it. I think that helps. So I took care of him. Won't have to burn him, and ordinarily you wouldn't be coming out here anyway. And it looks like there looks like a good evasion strategy for getting away from a Crimson Head out there. In any case, I decapitated him, so he's through. I had one I got one use of kerosene. I got one dose of kerosene left in that canteen. I was going to use that on that zombie if that hadn't worked out. If I hadn't decapitated him. So, put the health away. Making a beeline straight to Richard. See now, if you take too long or you don't get there in time with the serum, you can keep the serum and you can use it on yourself if you get poisoned. Almost the same way as a blue herb, I believe. But you can't mix the serum with a green herb, like a blue herb can. And also, if you don't save Richard, you can't get the assault shotgun, which carries 6 rounds. Carries 10 rounds instead of 6 rounds, so it carries an extra 4 rounds. And it's all around just considered a better weapon. It might have like a tighter spread than the normal shotgun, but the best feature of it is that it carries an extra 4 shotgun shells.
Hope this is what you wanted.
Thank you. I'm gonna give you a shot now, Richard. Hang in there.
Here. Take it. It's a radio. Take care of yourself, Rebecca. Richard.
He's okay. He's just unconscious.
Rebecca, it's not safe here. Let's get Richard to a safer place.
Right.
Get that guy a
Richard's
thesaurus.
doing well, Chris. He should recover soon.
Good. Richard needs you now.
As soon as Richard gets better, we'll come after you.
Rebecca, you okay with a gun?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to continue my investigation.
Be careful. Okay?
I just warped back here. If I go back in there, Rebecca gives me an option to heal myself. And I have taken some damage, but I'm going to just press on. It's a longer route to get to the main hallway, second floor, but I don't have to run by the zombie. That would be behind these doors that I just passed. No, I think this might be a mistake. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked up that herb too soon. Oh, he's moving now. Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy because he's another one that'll follow you into another room if you don't get him. Actually, I don't have to kill him right yet. I can kill him when I come back. Sweet. Up here. It's locked, an emblem of a shield. So, shitload of spider webs and cobwebs. You think there'd be a spider back there. No, that's where the snake's gonna be. Hand grenade in the corner. Light the candle in here. Now, if you look very carefully over on the left side of the screen, I got my face like right next to the monitor, right in front of it right now. You can't really see anything. There's nothing shiny, but there's a handgun mag. Now, on easier difficulties, there will be shotgun shells there. But for me, I get 15 bullets, which I'll take. I have just enough room for one more item. That's going to be in here. Uh-oh. Didn't make any noise after I pushed it. I had to poke in. The shelves are lined with with wine glasses. Fine wine glasses. No doubt. Only the best. Only the best for the Spencers. Will you take the musical score? Yes. What we got? The beginning and last sections of the music are missing. Take him for a ride. He'll never come out of that room. I'll never go back in. The zombie that was in here got his head popped off. No chance of him turning. And we're left with one zombie here that if I don't kill, he's going to be more trouble. Can I... I'll turn around. He's not dead. He might be dead now. See, another tip on telling whether they're dead or not, if you back up and your guy, his shoulders, or, you know, if he's showing like a sign of fear when he's backing up from them, that means they're still alive. But he's gone. Don't have any more room to take that herb or mix it. So I'll just carry the one that I already have. See now, as soon as you enter the room, the zombie that I left behind, it starts moving towards your location. So if I duck in here, come out, and I just go straight left, there's enough time to get to that door where he hasn't come out far enough to stop me from doing that. This room's zombie free, no crimson heads. So you noticed I picked up 30 bullets in that room with the musical score. I left some bullets in the room on the right. I'll go ahead and look for a way out. Wesker. Well, that's nice, a Wesker. Giving me a fighting chance. More of a fighting chance. An ammo for every gun I have, plus a aid spray. These might be the first shells I've picked up. I'm gonna put the shotgun and the handgun away. I'm gonna go someplace where there aren't gonna be any enemies. Just need the key to open a door. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of things. Maximum inventory space. Yeah, you don't see that often. I'm just walking around with nothing equipped. It'd be something if it was like Counter-Strike, where if you had a knife equipped, you ran faster. I had this funny feeling that was a rumor in this game. Like, oh, if you run with the knife, you go faster. Probably came from like Counter-Strike people. There's nothing in the drawers or on the shelves. Also, that's kind of odd. There was a first aid box, and then you have to examine it, and then, yeah, you pull a first aid out. It's kind of odd. Ink ribbon, leave it. Oh, wait, I got plenty of room. I'll take it. Hidden green herb. Easy to miss that one. Just like the handgun bullets. Hey, look at Chris's hair in the, like, his silhouette. He's got like a Tintin, like, upturned, like, what is that called? Cowlick in front. Not quite a faux hawk, but he's got a Tintin thing going on with his hair. I'll pass on the ink ribbons. There's some other stuff I need to do. Lock it with the old key. Now I have three slots. 3 slots to do whatever I need to do in here. An unlocked case. It's full of various biological reports. Container is full of dead bugs. The water tank smells like something once lived in there. Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creatures. So what he's saying is that it smells like piss and shit. Something used to be alive in there. Okay. Smells like a dirty fish tank. Okay, researcher's will. There is a letter. My dearest Alma, let me first apologize for not being able to call you. A man wearing sunglasses didn't permit any phone calls. Sorry, Alma. It's probably Wesker. I sit here trying to think of where to begin, of how to explain in a few simple words all that's happened in my life since we last spoke, and already I fail. I hope this letter finds you well, and that you'll forgive the tangents of my pen. This isn't easy for me. Even as I write, I can feel the simplest of concepts slipping away, lost to feelings of despair and confusion. But I have to tell you what's in my heart before I can rest. Alma, please believe that what I'm telling you is the truth. The entire story would take hours for me to tell you, and time is short, so accept these things as fact. Last month there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying leaked. All my colleagues who were infected are dead or dying, and the nature of the disease is such that those still living have lost their senses. This virus robs its victims of their humanity, forcing them in their sickness to seek out and destroy life. Even as I write these words, I can hear them pressing against my doors like mindless, hungry animals. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delay the inevitable. I am infected, and there is no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them, my love for you. In an hour, I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. Ooh. Various types of fish hooks. Will you take the lure of a bee? Collection of insect specimens. There's a switch underneath it. Press it. If you press it, nothing happens. No risk in pressing it, but why even bother doing that? Oh. Now I gotta lure with a hook. There's a bee specimen in a broken display of fishing lures. Well, let's put the lure with the other lures and put the bee specimen with the other insect specimens, and then hit the switch. Ta-da. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I don't have a gun. Oh! That is some cartoony shit. And the bee's trapped in there. Take a look at what I just picked up. Wind crest. There's an icon depicting wind. Get a... Not just that, it's like a personified cloud blowing wind. Like you can see, you know, a mouth, a nose, eyes, wrinkles, cheeks. Okay. Animal head on the wall. Buckhead. Thinking about where I need to go next. I think for good measure I should still bring my guns just in case. Yeah. I'm gonna need this. And I'm gonna need this. Got about 10 minutes before it's an hour on the video. Wait. No. No. Not this way. I could go that way, but I wouldn't be able to get to the Keeper's room. Keeper's room is one where the, I believe the last old key is. See, there's this door in the hallway where you can get to. You have the piano room, where there's a door that goes there, and then there's also a door that goes towards the Keeper room, and where I can use the blue gem. There's something else over there. That door is locked from the other side, so you'll see what I mean. Could get more done if I go this way. It's funny though, I was already in that room and I didn't bother picking up the gem. You hear that? It's these silhouettes of zombies on the window. There's some foreshadowing. Okay, this is the Keeper's room. This is the Tiger Head room. Anything to pick up here? No. It's locked from the other side. See, where I was heading was to this room, but going through the way that I did, I got to use the armor key and I got to unlock that one door from the other side. Plenty of space. Wooden counter made of oak. It gives off a pleasant aroma like fine wine. Nothing else there. Musical score. It's titled Moonlight Sonata. Put it together. See if you can play some Beethoven. Looks all frustrated.
It's me, Chris.
Rebecca.
That sounded like Moonlight Sonata.
No, it didn't.
Can you play?
I couldn't do better, but it didn't. That sounds pretty good.
Oh, what was that?
My interpretation is off a little. Let me practice for a while.
No. That would... What happens if you say no? She's gonna stick around or she's gonna insist, no, I must do this.
Sure. But don't get too carried away.
Don't even want to mess with that. She's like, oh, I won't get carried away. She had like a Fluttershy voice. Alright, just kind of checking her out a bit. Guilty. She's dressed like some chick from Tekken. There's like an Indian, like Native American fighter from, you know, what, Tekken Tag, or I think she's like the daughter of some other character, and she has like some... Of course, a bunch of characters in Tekken have some issues with Heihachi, like Heihachi's their mortal enemy, and shit, but her in particular, some Indian chick, she's dressed like her. Either in Tekken 3 or Tekken Tag. And if she was in either one of those, she's probably been in like every Tekken since then. Since I got the gem, there's an inscription here. A tiger glowing with blue and yellow light. It's a beautifully cut and polished blue gemstone. Oh, it's beautifully cut and polished blue gemstone. Alright, I'm just saying, if you looked at that inscription on the title there, like, okay, it's coming around again. Oh. It's just that, yeah, it does say what it says. Just like that text is all like the New York Times or ye olde English. A little hard to read, but that's what it says. Okay. There might be one more door that I have to use the armor key on, and it's going to lead to a puzzle that involves... There's going to be a crow room and these stained glass art exhibits. And that's where I'm going to use the key. Let's check out Richard here. You know, that snake, that's a big fucking snake. If that T-virus hadn't increased the potency of the snake's venom, the snake would have been so big, there would have been so much more venom from a snake bite, from a snake that large. There's no way he'd survive. He'd die in a minute. Easy. Guy shouldn't be alive. Unless that breed of snake had some real shitty venom. Yeah, I'm gonna put the armor key away. They'll go with the handgun ammo. Shotgun. I'll save too. End video 2.